Hello. How's everyone doing? Such a dork. Congratulations on First Ricky. Congratulations on Moonflower Mixtape, aka Pele. Congratulations on Thursday, Lara. How's it going? How's everyone doing? We are back to knitting on this sweater. I was going to spin. I really contemplated on spinning because I was all excited because I've now got the battery pack for Melanie, and it like fits so perfectly in hold on, let me move this floof. Fits so perfectly in the base. Look at that. I could like, if I didn't have the foot pedal, I could like just pick it up and walk away. It's right there in the back. Fits so nicely. I realize, I'm like, I don't need the cord. I can literally just use the battery, and then when the battery starts getting low, I could just plug the battery in. And I can plug the battery in and use it that way too while the battery's charging. Yeah. And then, of course, I came in today to get ready for stream, and I was sitting here because, like, I was, I think that's what made me, I'm like, oh yeah, let's get the battery so I can, like, hook it in. But first I noticed Fred, who was making a comeback sometime yesterday or last night, got eaten again. Then I was sitting there going, wait a minute. Where's the floof? Where is the floof? That looks chewed. Looked down on the floor. Found said floof. Some lovely love done to the braid of the floof. And the chewed off end of the bit of spun floof. I'm like, you little shits. I mean, it's no big deal, but it's like, you little shits. Hey, Joey, how's it going? So, yeah. The little shits. I don't know which one, but the fact that that floof is shredded generally points to Vinny. So, hey Kiki! We are back to knitting.
With knitting. On the sweater. Yes. It's going to be great when it's done. And then I might need to make another one. Yep. Cheese! Cheese is good! Everybody said cheese! Yay!
Even though the thing didn't actually come up. Also, congratulations on your 65 stream streak. Dang! 65 stream streak. That is awesome. So I didn't get as much accomplished today as I would have liked, but it was a decent day. I got my kitchen and living room swept. and I've got the wheelchair prepared to go out on the porch. My floor needs to be washed still. I hate washing floors. I did a load of laundry. Adulting. Went and picked up groceries. Forgot that I had some money coming out of my PayPal. Went briefly into overdraft on my bank account. Good thing I decided to check it randomly. Had to transfer some more money into that. Yep. Yeah. Hey Shirley, how's it going? Yeah, it was a good day. Other than accidentally going into overdraft. But thankfully it was very brief. Yes, I had to pay the $5 charge for going into overdraft, but it was very brief. I'm glad I noticed it today because it's like $5 a day every time you're in overdraft. Drop it! Also, hey Kaz, how's it going? Oh, you got the flu? That's no good, Kaz. So no, it's I have it on my one playlist, and I think I have the album on. One of my favorite singers, Jaylee Wolf, she's got a few few tracks on her one album where she's just kind of like talking. She has some good stuff. Finally finished the sweater wrap and now working on my sweater vest. Woot woot! Congratulations on your 45 stream streak, Kaz. Hey Dan, I'm doing good. How you doing? I don't know. And I'm upset about it. It went missing. I noticed it. When my brother first came down, I had it. And the only time I ever take it off is to have a shower. It's the only time I take it off. And so if I forget to put it back on, it's usually in the bathroom. Because I always put it just like as soon as I go to leave the bathroom after my shower, I put it on. So if I forget, it's still in the bathroom. I don't pick it up or take it anywhere. And I don't know, my brother had been there like 2-3 days, and we were over at my aunt's, and we were sitting there talking, and I don't know, I just went to to do something, and I'm like, because I think I went to put my phone in my bra, because I'm bad and put my phone in my bra, and it always get like my hand always gets stuck on the necklace, and I noticed, I'm like, where's my necklace? And I thought, okay, well, maybe I just left it out. I still haven't been able to find it. I have no idea where it is, and it's very upsetting because I love that freaking necklace. You're on the appliance station? Yes. I know, like, it doesn't have a fastener or anything like that, so it's like pull over your head. I haven't seen any beads for it, so if it broke, I haven't seen any beads kicking around. I don't know what happened to it. Like, it's got to be around here somewhere. I can't think of it being anywhere else. I don't, like, because you'd think that if it came off of me when I was somewhere else, I would notice it. So, I don't know what. Oh yeah, I guess I'm kind of done dropping it. I just sort of got distracted. Last drop, and then we'll go back to knitting. Yeah, I don't. Congratulations on your 95 stream streak. That's awesome. So yeah, I hope that I do end up finding it. Hey Retro, how's it going? Because I was so happy, and I loved that necklace so much when my brother gave it to me. And yeah, so with luck, it shows up somewhere. I just don't know where it went to. Hubby is bringing me meds and healthy snacks and some electrolytes. That's good. I'll find it this weekend. I don't know. It's been missing for over a month now. But it would be nice if I find it this weekend. Hey, Grovid, how's it going? Also, Retro, did I say hi? I hope I said hi. Having a snack before bed. Cheese and ham. Ooh, nice.
Cheese.
2 days you will find in a weird ass spot. I hope so. That would just be the highlight of my month. Hey, Jesse. Vinny is very adorably sleeping on the top shelf right now. Very adorably sleeping on the top shelf. I just want to snuggle him. And Pickles is up in her closet. We are working on my shrug sweater. We are officially done Sleeve Island, and we are working on essentially, I think, the shoulder part of the sweater. We're in the back and forth phase. Morning, how's it going? I don't know what. That was a very weird sounding morning. I think I meant to say good morning, but it just came out morning first. So I was like, morn. Hey Freya, how's it going? Craft meetup. Ooh, nice. I wish I had a monthly craft meetup that I could go to. Be good for me. I'm okay. We are submitting for the ITC or LTC as a last resort, as I have no other option, even though I don't technically qualify for. We just have no other options. If I get this wait list, I have to take the first available bed within 150 kilometers radius of my city. But if I end up elsewhere other than my preferred homes, I will get my name on the transfer list. Nice. Get to see you too, Freya. It's a 3-hour session that happens on the last Saturday of every month. It's an individually owned store that sells fabrics and fancy hand-dyed yarns. Nice. Nice. Oops, I forgot to wait for the encoding thing to go away. Oh well. Oh well. Oh, another song.
Another song.
I'm gonna see if she has some cables for my start a new beanie, because I've been using the cables I use for the beanies for scarves, right? It's like, need more cables. You can never have too many cables. What I like is the cables for my knit picks and Knitter's Pride stuff fits the Likey needles as well. My crafting group, haven't done a meetup in 2 months now. Ooh, I was thinking about offering to organize it, but at the same time, I don't need that kind of right. I know that I found like a whole on Amazon. I don't know if they have them still, but I found a whole pack. Like you could get like there's like a whole bunch of different sizes, and I bought a set of cables, lost the entire set. I had put them somewhere and I did not know where I put them. And so I ended up inevitably buying a whole other set. And then I was doing some cleaning and rearranging and found the original set. So I have 2 whole sets of cables. And I can't complain because I use them all the time. Half these packages are empty because they're currently on projects. And there's a couple in my jar that need to be put away. Here at with knitting / crochet / sewing, and she said she wanted to give me some of her needles. Oh, really? I think once my disability review and stuff is done, if it's still not happening, I may try though. If you you know, are willing to give it a try, I mean, it does not hurt to try. I know personally for myself, I would never be able to do it, so I wouldn't even try. That is not my cup of tea. But if you were someone that would actually like be willing to try, definitely do it. That kind of stuff is definitely not my my thing. I don't even like making plans for get-togethers with my friends half the time. It's like once in a blue moon I'll be like, hey, you want to go for coffee? And they're like, sure, where? And I'm like, I don't know, where do you want to go? That is literally me. I'm like, don't make me decide. Don't make me try to figure this shit out. I think I could handle it. It's like, just pick a place, call them to make sure it's cool, and then set a date, and people can just show up and hang out. Or hang or not. That sounds awesome. I'm sure, like, whatever place that you pick, you probably have to, like, verify with whatever place it is that you can have, like, a group of people come, depending on how big the group is. Like, depending on where the place is and stuff, too. Like, obviously, if you're doing it, like, in a park or whatever, it won't matter. But, like, if you do it in, like, a coffee shop, you might have to confirm with the owner or whatever. But yeah, speaking of calling people, I probably really should call or text some of my friends one of these days soon. I haven't really talked to anybody for a while. Some of them reached out when Mom first passed away, and I was like, yeah, fine, just need some time to unwind. And that would kind of like just like shut everybody down. Like, yeah, I don't want visitors. The only person I hung out with was my my one best friend. I went for lunch with her, and she came over and hung out with me. But I only see her like maybe once or twice a year, so I usually don't turn down any kind of visit with her. We live in the same town, and we see each other maybe once or twice a year, usually on our birthdays. You can request 74 more songs. you gonna pull Sunglow? She was requesting so many songs Wednesday night. I had to laugh. And thank you for the follow. Hey, how's it going? I'm attempting to eat, but I can't. Oh, that sucks. Do you have any, like, soda crackers you could try? That's sometimes gentle on an upset stomach. Can never think of what I want to request unless I get an itch, right? I tend to be the same way. If you hadn't requested all the Michael Jackson songs, you'd be requesting those right now. I can just tell by the vibe of. It's like, well, I mean, I know you have lots of other songs out there, but yeah. My arthritis is not happy with the temperature change, and I went out, which left me a bit sore. Ugh, that sucks. I'm still recovering from putting my back out a month ago, and I started going swimming with my aunt, and my back was doing a lot better. But I had to take a few days away from swimming. Sad face, because I like it. And I was like, well, that's okay, because I can do some work around the house and maybe even do some yard work. I'm like, take garbage to the dump, so I'll load up my car, take a bunch of garbage to the dump. Took the garbage to the dump, and my back was like, yeah, no, we're not ready for doing actual labor right now. And it wasn't even that hard. And I'm like, so then all day Wednesday, I think it was, or was it yesterday? Yesterday or Wednesday, my back was just like bugging me off and on all day. Today, it's been doing pretty good. I only notice it if I move like a certain way. My back is like, hey, I'm still here. Can't wait to go back to swimming. I'm hoping to be able to start swimming again Monday. It is prime garden time. I hate gardening though. I just got to get my lawn mowed. It's starting to look like a jungle, and I'm just like, I was hoping to get on top of it this year. But then literally the day that I wanted to mow my lawn, it rained. And then we had a day of sun, and then yesterday we had random rain and sleet storms with a touch of very small hail. And I'm like, is Mother Nature PMSing or something? So, yeah. And I don't think I have any gas for my lawnmower, so I need to gas up my lawnmower, or like fill up the jerry cans so that I can mow the yard. I really did think about doing it today. I'm like, maybe I should do it today, and then I was like, your back is just starting to recover. Let's just do some light cleaning on the house. So that's what I did. 75 next day. Yeah, like it was crazy. My fatigue has been kicking my ass. I think like the weather going from hot and then yep. It's definitely It's definitely wearing on me. Like the other night, I slept like freaking garbage. Woke up and I felt okay, but like I knew I didn't have a good sleep. Got up and I was doing really good, and then my back was hurting me, so I had like a really hot shower, and then because the weather was like so dopey and rainy and sleety and whatever, I sat down in the recliner just to like scroll on my phone for a little bit. Started getting tired, so I was like, okay, well, I'll just rest my eyes for a bit. I think I slept from like 1:30 to like 4:30 in the afternoon. And like I was like dreaming that I was like so tired of my dream and I couldn't wake up in my dream, and I'm like trying to do things and I'm falling. It's because I was sleeping. And obviously my body or something, my brain was trying to wake me up and I was sleeping. I have lots of disabilities, including autism and seizures, which just delays my response to people who talk to me. Oh, that sucks. But as long as you get the right people around you, doesn't matter if your responses take a while. I am one of those people that will be having a conversation with someone and get completely off the topic and be like several topics down the road before I realize, wait, weren't we talking about something else? And that happens almost every single conversation. Some people get really annoyed with me. I do it on stream too. We'll be doing something and I'll just go off and completely forget what the heck we were doing or talking about. Hey Tibbo, how's it going? It's under the body movement disorder category in neurology. Oh. I am doing good. We're doing some knitting today. And ooh, for those, because I know that I told a few people that when they first came in, but I got the battery pack for Melanie. So she's now portable. I mean, she was always portable before, but like, I mean, she's portable, as in off-grid portable. I also got another battery pack. I gotta bring it in here that it'll be used for lots of things, but also it will get used with Nancy. It's a heavy duty one. It's like almost as heavy as Melanie's new battery, only like almost half the size. Hey, Gigi! Well, you know, sometimes you gotta. If you can't keep anything down, especially like fluids and stuff, then yeah, um, sometimes you just need to go get some fluids pumped into you. Oh, camera's glitching. Come on, sort yourself. Sort yourself. There we go. Congratulations on your 95 stream streak, Jenny. GG. I haven't called you Jenny in a while. I blame Pele. Yep, Pele is to blame. Have a good night, Tibbo. Thank you so much for popping in. So, Enshrouded had the new update on Wednesday, I think it was. I think so, because yeah, Wednesday I ended stream early, right? Was it Wednesday that I ended stream early, or was it? I can't remember. Anyways, I decided because it was a new update and there was a bunch of new stuff done to the game, I decided to start a new server and a new character. And I'm running around and I'm like, oh my gosh, this has changed, and oh my gosh, that's changed, and ooh, I like this, and ooh, I like yeah, it's like a whole new game to me. Today I bought all my seeds. Nice! You put noms in Discord? No, I did not. Let me look now. Am I going to be jealous? I'm probably going to be jealous, aren't I? I usually am. Ooh. I haven't had that in a long time. Nice. It looks very tasty. Very, very tasty. What did I have for supper? Okay, tonight I had Dairy Queen for supper. Honestly, I was just like, because I had what all did I have? I had kind of a late lunch. I ate something later in the morning. I don't remember what it was. And then after I got back from grocery shopping, I made myself a huge wrap and ate that as a late lunch. So I wasn't even hungry, so I wasn't going to get any food for supper because I'm like, oh, I don't need to eat yet. I can eat something when I get off work. And then I was like, well, I want a Dr. Pepper. So I went down, and instead of just ordering a Dr. Pepper, I was like, Korean barbecue chicken strips. Okay, I guess I'm getting supper. Hey, how's it going? So yeah, I ended up ordering food as well, which I didn't need. I just needed the Dr. Pepper. But it is what it is. And I think they ran out of straws because yesterday, was it? I ordered a Dr. Pepper and I got a plastic straw. And I was just like, is that plastic straw? And then today I get a red paper straw. I'm not going to complain. I was just shocked that I got a plastic straw. I was like, what? I had egg noodles and pasta sauce for supper. Ooh, that sounds yummy. This thing that I'm knitting, or this weird contraption that I'm wearing today, which is a very worn out old sweater over top of a sundress. Ooh, I haven't had a chili cheese dog in a long time. It is Friday. Saturday for you. So I mean it valid. It's Saturday for you. Thank you. Yeah, it turned out I was just wearing the sundress, but I ended up getting cold, so I had this sweater kicking around. It's very worn out. Originally, it had like a tie that went on the front, and I did not like it, so I took it out. And I usually just, yeah, it's comfy. I got it at a thrift store, and yeah, but it's getting worn out now. It's getting holes that I need to fix, and it's all stretched out. But it's perfect for just like throwing over top of something. I wouldn't mind maybe trying to replicate this sweater. Because I kind of like the sleeves on it. Like it's got like this cool like thing with the sleeves. And I sort of like that. So it might be fun to like try and find a pattern like this that I can. It's so stretched out. It is so stretched out. Found another hole. Oh, and then it's got the nice slits on the side. I like tops that have that. Oh, you're a day ahead of yourself, Retro. Exactly. Yeah, no, the slits in the slides. The slits in the sides of tops just make the tops fit so much nicer too. Because like a lot of times I'll get a top and it fits nice everywhere else, but it'll be tight in the waist hip area because I'm a bigger girl, you know? And so when I get tops that have the slit, it just makes them sit nice and this thing is definitely, because it's so stretched out, it's definitely looking more frumpy nowadays, but I like the tops that have the slits up the sides. I might have to, on one of my next sweaters that I make, I might have to do some that have like the slits in the sides. I mean, I don't think it would be too hard, even like with a regular sweater pattern, to do. You just kind of divide the stitches in half, put one on one cable, and then you knit back and forth. I think it'd be pretty easy. Kaz is super sick. She's gonna go to the ER. She can't hold anything down. Itchy nose. I hate when that happens. Stupid nose. I just realized that you guys can't really see me knitting. I'm sorry. Also, guys, I'm going to tell you guys in case I forget and I have to ask you guys. The power cable, the original power cable for Melanie, is in my knitting bag. So if I'm just like, oh my god, I can't find my power cable for Melanie, you guys can tell me it's in my knitting bag. Because I didn't have any room to have it on my desk. It's quite big. It's literally like a laptop power cable. Like, look at the size of this thing, right? So I'm just like, I don't have any room to keep this on my desk. So, I was like, well, my knitting bag. That's a good spot to keep it. Oh no, Retro. I'm sorry your headache's coming back. I guess it's your headache is your body's way of saying, you know what? I think you just need to go to bed. Aw, I'm sorry your headache's coming back. Hopefully, once you crawl into bed, it will bugger off and let you rest nice. Did I say Raku? I wouldn't be surprised. My brain's just a braining. Raku. Was it Raku or was it Rako? And they're ready, I guess. Can never tell when a cat wants to wake. Yep, that's pretty much it. Vinny's at some point jumped down because he's not up top anymore. Oh. When did he do that? He was up there. I don't remember getting up for anything. But at some point, he clearly jumped down and went into his closet. I love him. I don't remember. I must have been busy doing something and just did not notice. Aw, he's so cute. He could have teleported. Hard to say. Pickles is up there, but you can't really see her. She's in the top corner above where that pink is. You can just make her out right there. But she's sleeping backwards and she's really dark, so... I don't know where that came from. Gotta love when just like weird bits of songs just pop into your head that are completely unrelated to what you were listening to. To order new pens to color with. This set dried up. Oh no, that's always sad when that happens. Speaking of ordering things, I don't even remember all of what I've ordered off of Temu now. And then I ordered a matcha from the coffee shop downtown. And I was like, right, I was going to get myself some matcha so I can start making it at home so I'm not paying an arm and a leg. And then I was like, oh, you know, if I get the matcha, I should totally get that cute little whisk thingy. I mean, I know I don't need it. I can use something else. But wouldn't it be cute to get a whisk? And then I was like, oh my god, it's a cute whisk and a little cute pink kitty bowl and a little whisk holder. And so $50 later, I got some matcha and a matcha whisk. Ooh, what are we knitting now, Retro? But that just means that you guys might actually see me drinking matcha on stream, which might be good. Not good, because I'll probably be up all night. But I love matcha. especially iced matcha. I love iced matcha. I've the one coffee shop here in town. They don't have a lot of syrup options, but they have raspberry. So right, matcha redeem. There's Jams. Hi guys. I've only had like 20 matchas today. I won't be able to sleep for a week or function, but one matcha goes a long way with me. Maybe that's why I'm so hyper, because I had matcha this afternoon. Matcha. But yeah, so they have a raspberry syrup at the one coffee shop, and so I just get a iced matcha with raspberry in it, and I really like it. It's not too sweet. It's just, just right. And I'm like, I could make this at home. Exactly, Kiki. Why am I spending all this money when I could make it at home? I just have to start making ice cubes again. And then I can make really big matchas, because I don't have a Starbucks around here, so I can't get matchas like this size like I used to. Okay, well, they weren't quite this big, but you know what I mean. Lip balm. When I do that stretch, I can feel it right, all the muscles down my back. That's how I know that I am really stiff and sore, because when I do this, I feel it all down either side of my spine. I gotta get those muscles back to functioning. The swimming's helping. I just haven't been able to swim. I will get that Ovaltine in a little bit. But yeah, so any of the coffee shops around here, the biggest matchas only come in a cup that's about this tall by maybe yay big around. They're like a medium-sized cold drink, right? I'm just just give me a big ass matcha, okay? I might have to invest in a cup this size so I can make my matchas in it. Might get me drinking milk again. I'll have to start buying milk. I don't like milk, so I generally don't keep milk in my house. I used to buy it because Mom liked milk. But yeah, I haven't bought any milk since Mom got sick. I was just the other day, I was like, I have all these pudding packages, instant pudding, in my cupboard. I'm like, I should make some pudding. Oh, I don't have any milk. I could use water, but I don't like it with water as much. I don't need the pudding. But I might have to start buying milk so that I can have it in my matchas. Cause you need the yummy milk and the yummy iced matcha. I wonder how much longer tonight I'm gonna continue to talk about matcha. Sorry, guys. I wish I had a Starbucks here. That is the one thing that is probably a good thing that it's not here, but it's the one thing that I wish was here. Nice. Back when I used to work in Fernie at the grocery store, the Starbucks was literally just across the parking lot. Okay, I'm up in bed now. I think you missed my message about what my new. Oh, I did too. Let me look. I'm making another teddy with variegated pink yarn. Ooh, with bits of yellow and orange. Oh my god, that's gonna be so pretty. As a friend of mine is having a pink party to raise money for breast cancer. Oh, that is awesome, Retro. That is exciting. I cannot wait to see pictures. You know, I was going to take my one Christmas decoration down today. That was one thing I was going to do. I have like a shooting star Christmas decoration. And I need to take that down so I can, well, when I'm ready to mow the lawn, I can mow the lawn without having to take that down first. So I was like, oh, I can do that today. And I just realized I did not do it. Dang it. I'm not looking forward to taking it down because there's like all these strands and I don't remember what I did with the little twist ties. I wish I had like the little, you know, those little teeny tiny elastics. I need some of those. They would work great. My whole back panel. Oh no! Oh no, Kiki! That sucks. Suckers are running in the creek. They haven't been running. They rebuilt and redesigned the flow of the creek. What do you mean your suckers? Is that a type of fish? Or... It's confused on that one. See if I try to make the front bigger. See if it will pan out. But I'll let you know. Keeping my fingers crossed for you, Kiki. So I did guess right. That's kind of cool. We had a type of suckerfish that would that was in our river. I never did see them. You'd occasionally see them, like, briefly, but I never did get a close look at them. I do remember, though, this one time I was fishing. I was just a teenager and I bought, like, this crappy kid's fishing rod, and I was trying to fish, and no fishing license, nothing like that. No, I wouldn't. But all of a sudden, just like this big splash, like halfway out into the river, and it scared me. I was like, I just saw like this big black thing and splash, and I'm like, I think I'm done fishing now. Time to drag my butt upstairs. I kind of miss fishing. I used to go fishing with my hubby. We just troll around this one lake, but we used to get all sorts of rainbow trout and kokanee. I never thought that I'd actually like fishing. Turns out I really do. Originally, my plan was I was just going to ride around in the boat and read my book. while he fished. But he insisted on getting me my fishing license, and if he did that, I told him I wanted a pink rod. If I had to have a fishing license, I wanted a pink rod. He thought I wouldn't find one. I did. It was more purple than pink, but still. And then all my bait was pink. Turns out the kokanee loved me. Yep. I even got a bell for my fishing rod. So we just like troll around, but I never did end up getting around to reading. After I caught my first fish, I was kind of like hooked, and it was fun. But I've never gone fishing with anyone else or since. I just liked being out on the lake with my hubby. So they're getting plants at our garden center now, and I've got my eyes on. I don't think my Japanese maple tree survived last year, and I noticed that they have a whole bunch of Japanese maple trees. So I might buy another one of those. And I think I saw, I don't know if it was a peach tree or an apricot tree or what, but there was some sort of orange fruit tree there. I drove by and I saw the label. I'm like, maybe I need to plant a peach tree in my yard. Maybe. I like the cardigan. It is actually a sweater, but Yes, I like this thing. This would be actually really awesome if it was a cardigan. It's a very stretched out sweater that I bought at a thrift store, and it is super comfy. And I would like to replicate a sweater like this. I could. I could. Give it a couple more years and I might. I might steak it and turn it into a cardigan. I like it because it's not too heavy, but it's still like warm. It would be kind of wild to knit with something this size, because it is knitted, machine knitted, but it would be kind of cool to knit a sweater with this size thread. I do have a hole here. Let's see if I can pull up one of the strands. It'd be like knitting with like one of my singles. Like maybe a tiny bit smaller than that. Like there are some smaller bits, like so. Yeah. Maybe I should just start making a bunch of super skinny singles and make a sweater. Or at least I could do like a tank top or something too. I just noticed him pulling the sweater ahead. There we go. I wish I could have a fruit tree, but the climate a couple provinces over can be iffy at best, right? Apples. You could do apples. Apples are pretty hardy. I could get an apple. I should finish reading. Mom has a couple in her yard, but it's been so dry. The deer have stripped. Ooh, ouch. That sucks. Deer are brutal sometimes. There is, like, you can put, like, wire and stuff around the trees themselves to protect from the deer, but it's still a pain in the butt. My stepbrother lives near in Nova Scotia, has an annual apple festival. Nice. We have a annual blossom festival, which is coming up. It happens every May long weekend. So that should be happening anytime now. Wonder if the fair is going to come to town. The fair isn't as, or the Blossom Festival isn't as big as it used to be because there's not a lot of people that want to deal with the organizing of it. But normally, like when I was a kid, we had the parade that would go down Main Street. Then we had the fair would come to town. And we also had old time fiddling. We had demo derby. I think we even a couple times had chuck wagon races as well. But honestly, now you're lucky if you get a fair and a parade. I think that's pretty much all they do. They might still do the demo. I don't know. I'd have to look into it. Oh, good. I'm glad you're up and resting, Gigi. Apple orchards. Yeah, we have lots of apple orchards and cherry orchards and peach orchards and pears and we have a lot of orchards. I like to often refer to where I live as Orchardville. I don't have an orchard because I don't have enough property, but I do have a cherry tree and an apple tree. Technically, I have 3 cherry trees if you want to get real serious, because I have two bird planted cherry trees that grow in the bottom corner of my yard, and last year was the first year that the one tree blossomed and got a couple cherries, and this year it's full of blossoms again. I didn't check to see if the little one had blossoms in it. That one I gotta prune them because they're more like bushes. There's like several branches coming up, so I gotta go in and prune like all the branches down, just keep like one good branch as the trunk and prune her down. Woot, break time! I'm gonna head off now, try to sleep. No Melanie tonight. Right? I'm sorry. I should be spending on Melanie, but I just felt like knitting tonight, so. Take care, Retro. Have a good sleep. Oh no. I'm wishing you luck. Lots and lots of luck. You got this, Kiki. once this row is done, I have 10 of the 35 repeats done. If I have come to problem, what if I don't like how the back fits and then have to redo the back because then the front and back will be wrong. Let's just keep fingers crossed that you like how the back fits. How much of the front have you got done? Because maybe fingers crossed. You have been released. There we go. 10 repeats done. Oh my goodness, yards.
Yawn.
So I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, when I get my gaming computer over here and everything, I might have to get a new lamp. Because I'm going to have to like revamp and rearrange the whole top of my desk. Because I'm going to have 2 monitors. And I only have so much space, and my gaming monitor is much bigger. Well, this monitor will be great because it's actually better than the second monitor that I have over there. Second monitor that I have doesn't even do 1080p. Or not 1080p, the right resolution. I can't remember the resolution. Whatever resolution this is, it's the same resolution as my big monitors. Whatever it is, I can't remember it. So like whenever I full screen anything on my little monitor that I have over there, you can't see, like, you can barely find where the X is, or it kind of like cuts things off, because it's not technically supposed to have that resolution. So it'll be nice because this one is compatible with my other monitor. But all this stuff that I have up here, including my lamp, and possibly we might have to find a new place for my camera. But yeah, I was just sitting there going, I'm like, this could be interesting. I might have to get a new lamp for lighting. It'll be interesting to like actually have like a full-size screen though. I mean, well, this is okay. This is like a 15-inch or 17-inch screen. I think it's actually 15-inch. It's small. But it will be nice to actually have 2 windows. Aww, hi G. Aww, oh, I love you, buddy. I decided to redo the back and do it as a medium because I don't know what this would write. Probably a good idea. Me too. But you know, it's just like when you're buying clothes, depending on the fit, sometimes it'll say one size and it'll actually be bigger or smaller than that size. So maybe that's what this pattern is. Even though you're following the pattern and everything, the size is just smaller. Or it could be a tension thing. Maybe your tension's tighter than how the person with the pattern was. That's not bad. Yeah, I'm thinking the only thing I can think of is your tension is tighter than the person who wrote the pattern. Found the pattern too, but I don't know. It's whatever. I just want it to fit right. That's the most important thing. Is dang it, it's gotta fit. That's why, as much as I feel like I can go a size smaller on this pattern, I'm not going to commit to doing a smaller one until I finish this one. Because while it might be loose in the sleeves, it might not fit so well up top. So I want to hold off on committing to doing a smaller one until this one's finished. Not that I would probably have two on the go, but it's hard to say with me. Wouldn't be the first time that I've started a project and then started another of the same project in a different size or color. couple stitches because I pushed them up too fast or high. Oops. I wish I could play guitar like that. But I'm not a picker. I've tried. I don't have the patience to learn picking. I am not a picker. I can strum my own rhythm. I cannot match rhythms. I can play. I just can't play specific ways. I don't have the patience for it. I literally have one strumming style for every single song that I play. It's the same strumming style, just faster or slower depending on the song, and I can't pick. I have them. I have them. Still can't pick. Yeah, I have a banjo too, and I strum the banjo because I can't pick. I have tried, and I can sort of half-ass cheat on some things, but my brain and fingers do not. My brain and fingers just do not work. You want to see my banjo? Well, eventually when I get all moved over, my banjo and my guitar and my Merlin and my uke will all be moved over. I mean, I do have... This is one of my guitars. This was like my... I can't say first guitar because I did have a guitar before this that my step uncle found in the dump, and I fixed it up to play. And then I loaned it to a friend, and their brother's roommate took it and smashed it to be an asshole because they didn't know that it wasn't their guitar. This thing is very old. My parents bought it for me when I first moved out back in 2001. 2001. It was a very cheap guitar. She's coming apart here. She's coming up on the bridge. She came with metal strings. She was meant to have nylon strings. And so for years I had metal strings on her until someone said, you know, that is a classical head on your guitar and you should have nylon strings on there, not metal. So, I painted her because I didn't like the look of her. And so I just slapped some paint on her after I'd slapped stickers on her. I painted her with the strings on. So it's a terrible paint job. I do want to eventually repaint her. Probably take the stickers off, even though I love Sylvester. I could probably leave Sylvester, but like take the stickers off, repaint, like sand her down, repaint her. That rattle, I don't know if you can hear it, but there is an earring in here that I noticed the other day. She's extremely out of tune. So beautifully out of tune. And I'm not going to tune her. She's got nylon strings on, so you gotta tune her like pretty much every time you pick her up. Oh, look! My name is on her as well! Done in nail polish. I've had the name Jams for a very, very long time. I think I was 19 when I created my first Jams username. I'm 45 now. Hurry back. Enjoy your lurk. But yeah, so for musical instruments, I have 2 guitars. I used to have 3, but I gave my 1 guitar back to my brother. 2 guitars, a banjo, a ukulele. I do want to get another ukulele. I want to get the concert size ukulele. Right now I have a soprano. I want a concert. Because it's a little bit bigger. And then I have a Seagull Merlin. Thank you. And for those that don't know what a Seagull Merlin is, which a lot of people don't, it is kind of like a stick dulcimer. It's kind of like a dulcimer. Most dulcimers that you see are a funky thing that lay on your lap and you pick it and play it this way with your fingers. But then there's like the stick dulcimer version. Same kind of string setup and everything, but yeah, anyways. It's a cool little instrument. It does not have a C chord. So that was a learning curve. You can apparently mod them so that you can do C chords on it, but I've just learned how to play in D. It's fine. And then what else do I have? My mom has a mandolin, which I think my brother wants. They didn't take it with them, but if he wants it, he can have it. But I do play a little bit of mandolin. There is 2 accordions that I don't want. I can sort of play accordion. Okay, I can play the right hand side of an accordion. I can't chord on an accordion to save my life. But I can play an accordion. But I think my brother might take those as well. Because one was my Uncle Vic's. I don't know where the other one came from. And I do have violins. I'm not good at violin. The only working one, technically, doesn't like to stay in tune because it's cheap. I bought it off of Amazon for my mom because she kept insisting that she wanted a violin, and so I finally, for her birthday one year, ordered her a violin, and I was like, look, Mom, I got you a violin. And she's like, oh, that's cool. Can you play it? I don't think I can play anymore. I'm like, why? I broke the E string on it the first freaking time I tried tuning it. But actually, there's a very old violin up in the closet where Pickles sleeps, and all that it needs is a bridge and to be restrung. And I would love to get that one going, because that one had like recent repairs done to it. So it's basically all it needs is the bridge. Oh, and of course the bow, but I could just use the bow that came with the crappy one that I bought. And then I also have a neighbor's violin. I really should ask her if she wants it back. It was her husband's violin that my mom borrowed. And my mom talked about giving it back for years now. Either that or I just need to like pull it out and start playing it, because I think that one is perfectly fine to play. And somewhere amongst all my crap, I also have a clarinet. Hey, Baba. You need to go, Baba. Am I a master of any of these instruments? Hell no. Can I at least play one song on each instrument? Hell yes. Is it good? Not really. Am I extremely out of practice because I haven't played anything for a few years? Uh-huh. Yep. He's like, yes. Yes. Keep patting my bum. Keep patting my bum. Yes. Don't stop. It feels good. You're a weird cat. You're a weird cat. You don't shed nearly as much as your sister does. Though I have noticed a little bit of like dander dust in your fur, which means you're probably lacking something in your diet. Look at him. He's just like, yes, yes. I might have to look into. I think you're lacking something in your diet. Mm-hmm. Are we gonna have to get your diet checked? Oh. He was really snuggly earlier today. We were having a good snuggle fest. Weren't we, buddy? Yeah. He was sound asleep, and then Mom had to go and start trying to get at that blackhead that's on your chin. Yeah. We're going to have to look into some different food dishes for you, buddy. I've had so many cats over the years, never had an issue. And this guy, this is the second time he's gotten a blackhead on his chin. And I think it's the way he eats. He's like one of those cats, just like when he gets into the food dish. And I think the rubbing of his chin on the bottom of the dish is what's doing it. So might have to look into a different dish for him. But I'm trying to get the blackhead out, and I can't. No. No. Do you want a cookie? Do you want a cookie, Bubba? Want a cookie? Rude! I literally gave him the 2 cookies on the floor. He didn't even stop and sniff. He just like jumped down like, oh yeah, I want them. And then, so I break them and put them on the floor, and he just walks on out. You little shithead. Yep. He's cute, but he's a shithead. But we love him.
We love him.
Yeah, the orange gene really does stand out in orange cats. I love both. I can't, honestly, I don't know if I could pick or choose. I love them both for like different things. I like that cats can be a little bit more independent, so you can like leave them for a couple days and or have someone like check on them. Uh, but at the same time, I like dogs and their and undivided love of making you happy and just wanting to be with you and do things with you. They both have their perks and they both have their downsides, but I love them. One of the reasons why I don't own a dog right now is because of the amount of work that they require. Cats are cats are brats, but they're lower maintenance. Cat spider. Speaking of that, my one cat that I had used to catch and kill bugs for me. I never had to worry about bugs. She was always on the prowl and she would kill them for me. Oh, I didn't say that my cats don't judge me. I just don't care if they judge me. Mystique picked up some bad habits from my dog, though. Um, so I have a cat. Awesome cat. Laid back, chill, a little bit quirky, a little bit bitchy. She's a tortie. That's what you get. But she was raised by a husky. And she was good until he passed away. And then she took on all his bad traits. The moment he was gone, she went to whining and begging and knocking things on the floor whenever she'd want her treats. When she wants outside, she'll sit by the door. Until I get up. Let her outside, let her back in, because 5 minutes later she wants back in. She's clawing at the door to get back in, so I let her in. 5 minutes later, back at the door. And when that doesn't work, she gets up on the desk, and then she starts like walking in front of my TV screen when I'm in the middle of a battle with something, or before I fixed it so she couldn't. She'd turn off my computer, or she would just sit there and paw at me and claw at me. And then I'd be like, what do you want? Do you want some treats? Do you want outside? And then she sits there. I'm like, well, what do you want? Let's do it. So I finally, I'm like, okay, fine. I go back to doing my thing. And back to I love her though. Hey Best, how's it going? Our boy Daddy Long Leg Assassin. Nice. That's a good name. That means great spider hunter. Haha. It has been quite some time, Best. How are you doing? Hi, buddy. At least this guy basically just wants cuddles. Yeah. He pretty much, the only thing he ever really truly wants is cuddles. Treats occasionally, but mostly cuddles. With school and everything, I don't have a chance to come in. I was also gone for a month too, so I just came back here in April. Like, what is this? The third week I've been streaming now? I don't even think I've been back a month yet. That is exciting. That is awesome, Best. I don't care if the yarn's on your face, but the moment that yarn goes in your mouth, you're in trouble. He is just an orange tabby, classic tabby, the classic marking. He's got the O, that's classic. And he is my brat, my baby. I used to have another orange tabby, but he had the skinny stripes. He actually looks like an orange version of my cat Dale that I used to have. If I ever come across that picture of Dale, there's one, Dale and my cat Radar that I used to have. And they're curled up on a chair. But to look at Dale and to look at Vinny, they look so similar. The only difference was Dale was black and gray. Like a silver gray, black and gray. And Vinny is orange. But same markings, same almost like body shape and face shape. There we go. Did you guys see his black head on his chin? I'm trying to get that out for a few days, but he doesn't like let me play with it very much. He's like, bugger off. I'm like, I want to get that blackhead out. Good news, one of my grandparents are moving here, and 2 I have lost. Wow, that is awesome. I've just recently started swimming, and I've been feeling a lot better. Unfortunately, I had to take a week off of swimming, but hoping to be back back swimming Monday. Me? Me? Who, moi? My face never changes ever. No. I don't have weird facial expressions at all. No. The one and only. I love when he's like this, even though I can't get any knitting done. Who cares? I got a cute kitty. Oh, he's like, ooh, is there something I can get into? He's still trying to find something to get into. He's like, don't lay on me. I'm gonna lay on you, buddy. Because you're too cute not to. He's like, don't rub my belly. I'm going to rub your belly. I'm going to rub your belly because you exposed it to me, buddy. You know the rules. His name is Vinny. Full name is Sir Vincent Rojo, the Tornado Flopper. It's not so much of a tornado anymore, though. He has his moments. But yeah, Vinny. My Vinny. Yeah, he was quite the character when he was little. He would just go tearing around the house like crazy, and then all of a sudden flop on the floor. Yes, he is very much a snuggler. Oh. He's like, you're talking about me. Oh, I hear my sister. I wonder what she's getting into. Rars. I love this guy. Yeah, he's always been a flopper. Ever since we got him, he was a flopper. But he had his, his tornado kitten years. And yeah, his name was always going to be Vincent Rojo. We named him before we even got him. As soon as we saw his picture, we started coming up with names, and my mom liked the name Vincent, but she also liked the name Rojo. So we decided on Vincent Rojo, and then we found his personality, and it became Sir Vincent Rojo, the Tornado Flopper. He makes it so easy to work. I have much to do tomorrow, so I'm saying good night, and everybody enjoy the stream. I will catch you next time. Take care, Bess. Thank you so much for popping in. It was really nice seeing you pop in. Checked. I've been following for over a year, and not a day goes by that I regret. Right? Oh, that's awesome. Can't believe it's been over a year now. Wow. Hi, Pickles. Wanna come up? Come say hi. I know your brother's up here. You don't have to jump up where he is. She's contemplating. Because Vinny will sometimes, when she goes near him, Vinny will sometimes decide he's gonna torment her. She's like, yeah, I'm not here. And Vinny's like, oh, wait, sissy? And down he goes. Up she went, and down he goes. I love my cats. I just wish that Mystique could be here too. Eventually, guys. With luck, by next year, they will all be integrated, and she will be in this house. But my camera up too high. Put my camera up too high, and I'm a little bit crooked. There, that's better. Now you guys can see me knitting. Welcome on in, Raiders. How was your stream? If you need to raid and run, by all means. If not, you're more than welcome to hang out and chill. We are knitting. You just missed kitty snuggle time with Vinny. How was your stream? What were you up to? Yeah, I love him. He's a brat, but I love him. Knitting a sleeveless top. Nice! I'm knitting a shrug. This shrug, the sleeve. I found out, like everyone's like, oh, I hate Sleeve Island. And I'm like, oh, I don't mind Sleeve Island. Turns out I do when I work from wrist up to shoulder. When it's shoulder down, no problem. Gets smaller each time, goes faster. Not the same when you're going backwards. More rows because my bust and shoulders are bigger than the X. Feel that. Ooh, first wearable. Nice. I know I was super excited when I made my first wearable. And now I'm getting a few of them going on. I love this one, but I hate that it's all rib. But it's gonna be so awesome when it's done. I just know it. I just know it. Right? What are you doing, Pickles? You come down? She's like, actually, yes. Right? I never, like, knew I liked her. I only knew her one song, and I was like, ooh, I really like this song. But finally, one day, I actually started looking or checking out some of her other songs. I'm like, oh my god, there's a lot of her music I like. Oh yes, yes, I am their climbing tree. I don't think they would know how to function if they couldn't use me as some form of way to get up and down from something. Vinny's not so bad. He doesn't use his claws unless he starts falling. Pickles, I have permanent scars on my arm from her. Okay, I'm gonna raid and dash now. Need to decompress from my long ass week. Thank you for having us and hope you have a great stream. So, you have a wonderful night and a wonderful decompress. Those are important. Thank you so much for raiding. I very much appreciate it.
Cheese! Cheese is good! Everybody say cheese! Yay!
Ooh, yes, another walk off the earth. We lax walk off the earth. Guess I should take my break and get my oval tea that Pele requested like right at the beginning of stream. I just realized I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't gotten my oval tea yet. We'll do that after this row. I'll take a break, get my oval tea. Also, some of my floof that I ordered off of Temu came, and it's out in the living room, and I wanted to show it off. Cause, yeah. But I was too lazy. I realized after I'd started streaming, oh crap, I left it out there. I'm like, I'll wait until break time, and then I forgot about it, and then I forgot about my Ovaltine. So now it is time. It is time. I go take my break, get my Ovaltine, get the floof, show off the floof. Each floof is 7.5 ounces. And I got 3 colors. Group hug! You have ice creams? Oh, you have cream soda Dr. Pepper. For a second there, I thought you said you had ice cream and Dr. Pepper. Ice cream and Dr. Pepper would be better. A Dr. Pepper float. That would be good. Hot pepperette and a bag of black truffle and parm Miss Vicky's. You know, I'm not a huge fan of Miss Vicky's, but I could definitely go for that flavor. I'm not a fan of kettle chips. Like I like the flavors that Miss Vicky's has. I'm just not a kettle chip fan. I know. There's something wrong with me. I know. You're not the only one that says that. I know most of y'all are thinking that. You don't like kettle chips? What? I know. Sorry. I don't. Okay. I will be back. I'm gonna go get my Ovaltine and my floof. I don't think I need a snack. I'm not hungry. I'm still full from my impromptu supper that was only supposed to be a Dr. Pepper. But anyways, I'll be back. Don't have too much fun without me. No chaos. No chaos. We don't need chaos. I actually made myself a ginger latte. Something I haven't done in a long time. And I got a new cup, also from Temu. It was like impulse buy. I saw it and I was like, I need it because it's pretty. So, we ready to look at the new floof? We got 3 of them. Here's the first one. It is orange, red, black, and like yellow. It is already may or may not have started spinning with it on Bill. I was just like, I kind of want to spin some of this, and I kind of want to spin on Bill, so we started him on Bill. Here is number 2, which is like a blue and a purple, and just a prettiness. There's like, I think 2, yeah, there's a light purple and a darker purple, like a reddish, more like plummy, not quite plum purple, and then blue. This was the one that kind of like, was like, ooh, click. And then I saw the other colors, and I was like, click, 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 click. No, no. This one is reds and orange and purple. I just hands to. I just hands to. But 7 ounces. Sorry, I lied. They're not 7.5. They're 7 ounces. 7.05. So 7 ounces. 7 ounces. 7 ounces. That's a lot of floof. So yeah. And I also may or may not have another color coming in another order. I can't remember if I did or not. And I'm not brave enough to look at my TV again to see. I'm pretty sure I ordered another one of these. But yeah, I was like, I got to spin on Bill. I was doing this earlier on spinning on Bill. For those who haven't seen Bill, Bill is a Turkish drop spindle that I made out of craft sticks and hot glue, and a very dull, rusted X-Acto knife. And he spins quite nicely. He was my first drop spindle that I ever owned. He spins very beautifully, especially once he gets a little bit of weight on him. I know I came back and it was playing during ads, and I was munching on a piece of jerky because I remembered that I bought myself some jerky. So I did get to hear the raccoons. But yes, Bill spins quite nicely. And I love him, even if he is a little bit on the decrepit side. So yeah, for those that want to get into spinning, but don't really have the funds, or they're not sure, he was really easy to make. Just some cheap crafting supplies from the dollar store. Honestly, I wouldn't mind making a few more bills, just to say that I made a few more bills. But maybe change it up a bit. Maybe I'll make myself a super tiny Turkish spindle like I want to do. Right? Bill and Ted. Maybe my next one will be a Ted. You know, if I make a smaller one, like I kind of want to do, like I want to have like you know how small Pinky is. I want one that's smaller than Pinky. So maybe I could make one that's like smaller than Pinky, and I could name it Ted, and then I could have Bill and Ted. I could totally do that. Oh god, yeah. Love the Bill and Ted movies. My brother was obsessed with them when we were younger. Now, it has been years since I've seen Bill and Ted. Was it, how many were there? 2 of them? You haven't seen the Bill and Ted movies? It is actually surprisingly a ginger latte. I haven't had one of those in a while. I used to get the ginger tea lattes. I preferred those, but then they stopped having them in the store, so all I can get is the ginger latte. They're a little bit sweeter, but they're still good. But yeah, I kind of got sick of them for a while, so I hadn't been drinking them. And then tonight I was like, you know what? I haven't had a ginger latte in a while. I'd like to make my own. I think that would be awesome. Shouldn't take much to be able to make one. Did they? I knew that there was rumors that they were gonna do one, but I didn't know if it was actually a thing. Bill and Ted's Burgers. I gotta see that one. I haven't seen that one. Oh my gosh. I have another Bill and Ted movie that I need to watch. That's kind of exciting. Maybe I'll do a Bill and Ted movie marathon. This is my progress. This is how much I've gotten done on the back and forth knitting. I have 23 repeats left to do after this row. It is super pretty. I love it. I put the sleeve on and well, yeah, I guess I could. I'm actually warm now. I don't need this on. Don't mind the dress. It's ugly, but it's comfy. Right. I was going to put the sleeve on. Pull those needles out a little bit. It's gonna be super cozy. Super cozy. But yeah, like, I feel like I could have definitely gone a size smaller, at least with the sleeves. But we'll see what the body's like. Yeah. Because it's supposed to come down to like about here. So we'll see how it fits in the body part of the sweater. And then, yeah, I might invest into making another one, probably with different yarn. Because unless I can get this yarn cheap again in a different color, I'm probably going to go with a different yarn. But it's, yeah. So far, I'm liking it. I'm very happy with it. So, yeah. Not happy with, as I keep saying, I'm not happy with the rib. But I like the rest of it. It looks pretty once you wear it. It's just not fun to knit. It's not bad though. I've knit worse things. I've sort of like gotten the muscle memory for it now, but it's still I think I would have done better if it was like a one on one rib instead of a 2 on 2. Hurry back. Welcome back. I didn't do nearly as much as I want to, but I did actually do some things today. I went and picked up groceries. I swept my kitchen and living room floor. Still need to wash it, but I got it swept. And I got Mom's one wheelchair all sort of like situated so that I just need to put it out on the porch. What else did I do? Ooh, I did a load of laundry. That was about the most adulting I did today. And then I played some Enshrouded before stream, and now I be streaming. Oh yeah, and I also spun on Bill a little bit this afternoon. I like it too. I got it off of Temu. This was an impulse buy. This is, I saw it in, when I was looking for other things that I didn't need. And it was like one of those things like, ooh, click. I don't need it, but it party. And I figure, you know what? I need another like everyday mug for my stream anyways. Right? I mean, that's a valid excuse for getting a cup that I didn't need, right? I should get another one made. There's a photo company that goes through the grocery store that I shop at, and you can order things. You can order prints, but you can also get like coffee mugs and like baby blanket, mouse pad. What else do they have? They got a couple things. They don't have a lot. You can get canvas stuff, like the picture on canvas, but that's bloody expensive. I thought about doing one once, and I was like, I just can't justify the cost of it. It's just too much. But I often will get the coffee mugs. They sometimes have sales, and they do the 11 ounce, but they also do 13 ounce one, or is it 15 ounce? 15 ounce. And that's more my cup size. I like the bigger cups. But then I can like put whatever picture I want on. Honey got me Starry Night on canvas. Ooh, nice. Oh, that's awesome. Starry Night's beautiful. Aren't we all crazy though? I know I am. I'm something. If I'm not crazy, I'm something. See, yeah, if I could just do a one-on-one rib, I would be able to do this way faster. Because I keep wanting to do a one-on-one rib. So I'll like knit one and then want to purl it. There, I do it again. Just... my muscle memory just wants to do a one-on-one rib. Probably because that's what I do with my socks. Like the cuffs of my socks and stuff. And usually that's what I do when I'm doing sleeves, is a one-on-one rib. Is there anyone here that plays Enshrouded? I am getting more and more addicted lately. The latest update. Oh, yes. Especially if you're a builder. You don't need all that crap in your freaking inventory anymore. If you have it in a chest, it's fun. I played it when I got it when it first came out, and I played it and I really loved it. And then I burned myself out on it because originally I was going to be playing with friends, but they decided not to get it, or they did get it but they didn't like it. I can't remember what happened. It wasn't their cup of tea, but I loved it. And then yeah, I kind of like burnt myself out on it, and then I stopped playing. I didn't really like the build option back then, and I was still really into Valheim, so I went back to Valheim. Then when I was trying to find a game to get back into playing for my evenings after streaming, and Valheim just wasn't hitting the spot because I really burnt myself out on Valheim. I was like trying a few games, and then a little while ago I was like, you know what? I feel like playing Enshrouded. I don't know if I happened to see a video on YouTube or what it was, but something was like, I want to play Enshrouded again. And so I went on there, and obviously there had been a couple updates since I had played. And I was like, ooh, I like this feature. Ooh, I like that feature. Oh, there's more biomes. Sweet. And I got back into playing. And now they just released the newest update. And I'm in love. I'm like, I really like what they've done. I had to start a new character and server though, or world, or whatever you want to call it, because I could still play on my other one, no problem, but I wanted to see like all the changes, because oftentimes when you play a game and then they do an update and they've that where you've been doing stuff doesn't really change too much, but then if you were to go onto a new world, that area, you know, has had an upgrade of some of sorts. And I noticed that there wasn't like a lot of changes, but there was some changes, and I'm like, ooh, I like this change. This area didn't look like this before, and I like these things, and just it's refreshing. And who knows, eventually when I get my gaming computer over here, I might start one day a week. I don't know. We'll see. Might do one day a week where I actually just do a gaming stream, but I mostly want to keep my stream crafting, so we'll see. It might happen, it might not. Do. Yes. I have been enjoying watching Hijinks play that game, and I told myself I'm not allowed another game, but I did, of course, go and look, and I'm like, I don't have $40 right now to get into a new game, but we're gonna add that to my wish list. So, I might in the future play it. But right now, I'm definitely content with Enshrouded, which is a good thing because that means I don't have to spend money on a new game. But yes, I was very much enjoying watching Hijinks play. Pirate Valheim. Nice. Yeah, I figure I'll eventually get tired of Enshrouded, and I'll need a game to play, and that will be sitting in my wish list. And who knows, maybe, just possibly, in that time it could go on sale, and then I can get it cheaper. You know, we'll just leave it in the wish list, and who knows, maybe, just maybe, a sale will come up and I can get it for cheaper. And then even if I'm still playing Enshrouded, I might just jump at the chance if the game's cheaper. I mean, $40 is really not that bad. I just really don't have $40 to spend on a game right now. I've already spent way too much money I didn't have in the last month. And so I definitely can't justify spending a game. I have like 2 or 3 games on my wish list that a friend bought me for Christmas that I cannot play because of. Oh no! That is sad. That is sad. Well, hopefully you'll be able to get your computer fixed or eventually get another one, and then you'll be able to play your games. Ooh, Final Fantasy games, nice. I tried Final Fantasy, like the new Final Fantasy, because I was a huge Final Fantasy person. I loved 7 and 10 and 10-2, and there was another one that I played. I can't remember now. But I very much enjoyed them. But then after I went from WoW, and then I went to Star Wars Old Republic for a while. And then I can't remember if I went back to WoW, and then another friend was like, oh, let's try out Final Fantasy, was it 14 or whatever it's called? And I gave it a try, but I wasn't too fussed on it at that point. And I don't know if I just got tired of Final Fantasy games or what. And so I was just like, well, I'll come back to it at a later date. And I never did. I just can enroll in college for another loan to use extra money for a laptop and a big bank. There you go. I would not go into more student loan. Right. Hey, if you like school, good on you. I frickin' hated school. Everything to do with school. I hated it. I learned more outside of school than I did in school. To me, school was just a very traumatic, stressful part of my life. between bullying teachers, bullying students, learning disabilities, and just expectations that were dumped on my head. Yeah, me in school. There were things in school that I enjoyed, like learning wise. There were things that I picked up on it right away. I was actually interested in it, and I learned really well. But unfortunately, the majority of what is taught in school was just something that my brain did not process the way that it was being taught. And so, yeah. I stayed in school longer than I would have, and only because my mom was getting orphan benefits for me through my dad's work, which helped her with the bills and stuff. It was pittance. Trust me, it was pittance. But she didn't get that money, or I didn't get that money, because I did when I first moved out. I was getting the money, but like I had to be technically living at home and still in school in order for me to receive that money. And it was nothing. Like between like what my mom was getting from the government and what she was getting from the company that my dad worked for, it was only like $250 a month. And yeah. So then I moved out and got a job, and that was that for that money. But yeah, I wish that I could have liked school. Like, I could have dealt with the bullying if I could have learned properly. But there wasn't much in school that the way it was being taught to me, it just did not click, did not make sense. And like they had me in learning assistance classes to learn how to read. Turns out I could read just fine. It's just they never had anything that interested me enough. So all I was doing was reading words on a page, but I wasn't actually processing what I was reading. You know, I always look at like classes and stuff, and it's like, well, maybe I'll take a writing course. And then I realize, no, I hate everything to do with how they want me to do the writing course. So that's not going to happen, because I did very much get into writing. I was very, like, I always thought that I was going to be a writer. Turns out I can write, but on my terms, not other people's terms. So like in school, when you had to like write a short story or paragraph on like a summer holiday or a subject or whatever, no. And people are like, oh, well, why don't you get into journalism? Well, because I'm writing on a topic that I have to like write on a fucking topic. I can't just create a story that comes out of my fucking head. You know, I just can't do it. I've tried. It don't work. And then like I've looked at a few other things and I'm like, there's just really nothing that interests me enough to learn in a school environment. And everything that I like is art related for the most part, and I can teach myself that at home. And I'm not a perfectionist, so I am very much a jerry-rig everything in my life. Even with my art, perfect imperfections, you know? So, and it's like I might learn it at a slower pace because I might not have heard of a certain thing, but eventually I do, and I'm like, oh well, I'll give that a try. And if it works out and I enjoy doing it, great. If I don't, then I just don't do it anymore. So like even like doing like fiber courses, like spinning courses and things like that, I think, ooh, maybe, and then I watch other people doing it and I'm like, oh no, I wouldn't enjoy that. I'm just like, I think I'm just fucking lazy is what it is. I'm just fucking lazy and I don't want to put that effort in. If it doesn't come easy to me, I'm not happy and I don't want to do it. Right? I know. I hear so many people, they go to college and university to get a good job, and then they end up working at places like McDonald's or other places, and sometimes even get paid better at the shit jobs instead of the job that they want to do because there's none available. I mean, honestly, I think unless you can go to school and get a degree in something where you can be your own boss and be your own contractor, you might do better. But then again, I think at the same time, you want to work with people to get that kind of reputation of, hey, this person's good, because nobody's going to just trust someone who's just off the street who says, oh, well, I can do this, but I've never had the, I don't have the experience. I don't have the credentials. So, I don't know. I just find that, at least for someone like me, education's just a waste of money and my time. But there are people that benefit from going to school, and I wish that I could be someone that benefited from going to school, because I see the potential of having that education and things, but I just can't seem to do it physically or mentally, and it's frustrating. Working front desk at a hotel with a master's. It's Mystique is telling me it's time to go in. You just gotta give me a little bit more, okay, baby? We have half an hour. Other than the management, I actually really enjoyed doing housekeeping. Like, I was a housekeeper for 10 years. And I very much enjoyed it, especially my last housekeeping job that I had. I worked at a resort. We worked in groups. I liked the fact that we were, it was an active job, so you were always active, which kept me in shape, even though I was not nearly this size, but I was bigger back then too. It just, it kept me in shape. It was very hard on my body, but I really enjoyed when I got to the last job because, one, I was getting paid way more than I ever did. I was getting paid $15 an hour when our minimum wage was $9.25 an hour. So that was a huge jump in pay for me. The work was easier because we had the van crew, which would drive around to each hotel, strip the units, and have all the supplies inside the unit. Even if they didn't get, because they would go through, they would drop the box of supplies off on the porch, they would strip the units, and then they go back, and then once once they were done stripping everything, then they would go around and they would start unloading all the supplies from the box into the unit. So when you went in, all you had to do was make the beds and clean. And then that was it. And all we did was carry our vacuum and our cleaning supplies from unit to unit to unit, go in, clean, make beds, go. And it was great because there was always someone per room. You know, you always had like, we'd have one person in the kitchen, and then you had 2 people that would make beds, and then once those beds were done, then one would take the upstairs bathroom, the other would take the downstairs bathroom, and whoever was done cleaning first went into dusting or vacuuming. And sometimes we had 4 people per group, sometimes it was just 3 people per group, but it was just like the amount of less work that we had to do and the amount of pay that I was getting. I freaking loved that job. And then I went and fucking met my husband and had to move and quit my job. I mean, yes, there was a lot of drama. It's housekeeping. But still, not gonna lie, I sometimes miss that job. My back doesn't mind not having to make the beds all the time. Housekeeping is always full of drama. There is always some sort of drama going on, whether it's with the housekeeping staff or what's going on in the rooms. Oh, the stories the housekeepers can tell about those rooms. We've had nightmare rooms. We've had questionable rooms. We've had the rooms that you always remember and always talk about years later. You learn so much about a person when you clean their room. And there are just some people that just don't care if people know their hotel business. Right? Yeah, same here. When I stay in a hotel, I freaking, like, if I'm staying more than one night, I make the bed up all nice and perfect so they don't have to worry about it. I always, like, if I want my towels changed out, I always put them in the bathtub or on the floor. Gotta watch, though. Some housekeepers are lazy and they'll just pick them back up and hang. Anyways, the whole point is I like try to keep it as clean as possible. Never have any of my business out where they can, like, see and be like, oh, okay. And then when I leave, I always strip the bed for them. I also do that because there are some housekeepers out there that will remake a bed if the bed looks clean. There are those out there. Yes. See, there's a double method to stripping the bed. Not only helping the housekeeper out so that they don't have to bother stripping it, but also so that they don't remake the bed with dirty sheets just because they look clean. Soon, baby, soon. Soon. She's like, it's time to... She's like, it is time to stop. I might have to end stream a little bit early tonight. I was hoping to go to 10, but Mystique is kind of yelling at me, so... Sometimes you learn too much about people when you clean their rooms. Yep. I worked housekeeping at a West End mall for 3 months. Loved the job. Didn't like posted the patrons. Yeah. You can get... The one resort that I worked at, the last place that I worked at, was pretty good because it was like condos. So usually there was families staying there. Most of the mess that you saw were usually like kids mess kind of thing, right? Hotels are a different story. Video cameras set up at the bed. Zucchini hiding underneath the sheet in bed. That's one that I remember. Sex toys left behind. Sex toys left in the bed when you go in to clean the room, and you're like... There was one room I will always remember. We used to call it the Kleenex room. Every year they would come and stay, and they would always ask for extra rolls of toilet paper, like good, like 3-4 rolls of toilet paper, 3-4 rolls box of tissues. And you would go into that room. They never wanted the room cleaned during their stay, so you didn't have to do a stay over. Hey Glenn, how's it going? But you would go in and every single box of tissue was empty. Every single roll of toilet paper was empty. And you would just be like, what did they do with it all? Just waking up. I'm just getting ready probably to end stream. Well, unless she stops yelling at me. No, she's still sitting up there yelling at me. But this is my sweater so far. We are working on, I think, what is let's just drop some stitches. I believe we're working on like basically the shoulder part of the shrug. I don't know, I gotta go back and forth 35 repeats. And we're on the 13th repeat. How was your sleep? We were talking about hotel nightmares, kind of. Not really nightmares, just strangeness. Apparently, hold on, let me read that message again. Okay. I'll fix that. It was decent, but caffeine is needed. Right. I feel that. That was me this morning. I was like, I need coffee. And I'm trying this new lymphatic thing where you take this tincture each morning with water. So there I am this morning, and I'm like half asleep. I get my cup of water with the tincture in it, and then I got my cup of coffee, and I go and I sit down, and I'm like, okay, drink the water down. Okay, now drink my coffee. Hopefully it does something. It's supposed to like help drain your lymphatic system and give you more energy and stuff. And I was like, hey, yes, please. Ah, you got it. I was just about to do that. I was just about to do that because you told me that your keyboard was messing up. But you beat me to it. Once a Tree. Once a Tree is also Jaylee Wolf, but it's Jaylee Wolf and her husband. And for those that don't know, Jaylee Wolf is like my favorite singer. She's a local artist that I have known since she was a little girl. And I like her music. And of course ads come in. Of course ads come in. Waiting for ads to end.
Waiting for the ads to end. Oops.
Ooh, your hair loose. There we go. Oops. Yay! Welcome back from Adland. I'm gonna do this one drop. Maybe I'll do 2 drops, and then I'm gonna find someone to raid out to, because if Mystique is yelling at me through the window, that means she's just gonna get progressively worse. Have you played Pikeman? I have not. What's that like? It's a Nintendo game. Reminds me of the old Lemmings game on PC. Another game I have not played. But then I didn't really start playing PC games until World of Warcraft. Like, there was a couple games that I played, but not really. Mostly just like solitaire and stuff. I also didn't get a computer until 2005. So that kind of gives you an idea of my. And then I was like, instead of really playing any kind of games on my computer, like Sims, I played Sims on my computer. I guess, yeah, I forgot about Sims. I had Sims 2 that I used to play all the time. I was more hanging out on chat sites. Making friends all over the world. Some friends I'm still in contact with, actually. Okay. I ended up doing 3 drops. And okay, there we go. We are going to put that away. And I just threw my earbud out of my ear. I have no money to go to this one store to go get their shirt unless I use my credit card, which I don't want to. Oh, that sucks. That sucks a lot. Okay. We are. Hey, Anne, how's it going? Thank you for the check-in. We are just getting ready to raid out. A little bit earlier than what I wanted, but Mystique is yelling at me through the window. So that means it is time. It is time to let her in. And there's no point in me going all the way over there to come back for, like, a few minutes. Gonna take a quick boo, see who's on. I think I know who I'm gonna raid, but I'm gonna take a boo. Just see who's on. I've been lurking, but figured I'd get that in before I sleep. Aw, nice, awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you for lurking. Okay, we got 1, 2. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna go with my favorite. I've been lurking too, working on a blanket. Oh, nice. I want to start working on a blanket again. I just gotta get my yarn in order. And, I don't think, well, I might have enough acrylic. Oh, excuse me. I might have enough acrylic to do a blanket. I'm not gonna do a blanket in wool, because that would be a lot. I would love to one day do a blanket in wool, but hand washing a wool blanket, I don't think I could do that. Alrighty, we are going to go to one of my favorite channels just because I am really enjoying watching this game, and, well, I love hijinks. I will be back tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing. Could be knitting, could be spinning. We got 2 projects on the go right now. 3 if we count Bill and the new floof, but I can't do a full stream of drop spindle. My shoulders won't let me. Anyways, I will be back tomorrow. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and yeah, don't have too much fun without me. What else can I say? Anyways, you guys take care. Love you all. Bye.